keys. What are the importance of keys? Key. What do you mean by a key? Talam. Keys. Let us discuss about that. Let me see, for example, no, before going to keys, what do you mean by some terms called as unique, not unique, redundancy, not redundancy? See, what do you mean by unique? A set, I think you all might be knowing a set. In a set, a set of values, a set of values, a set of values. If without repetition is called as unique. A set of values without repetition is called unique. Spelling, yeah, UNIQUE, unique, and this is called unique అని pronounce చేస్తారు. Unique. For example is set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is unique. Because there is no repetition. This is called unique, my dear friends. What do you mean by not unique? For example, if you have not unique means repetitions are there like this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See, this is called repetition. My dear friends. Right. So this is called repetition. Also called as not unique. This is called unique and this is called not unique. What do you mean by redundancy? Repetition is nothing but redundancy. Repetition is called redundancy. That is storing the same value. Storing the same value more than once is called redundancy. Repetition is called redundancy. That is, of course, that is normal definition. But in real life, in our DBMS, storing the same value more than once is called redundancy. Storing the same value more than once is called redundancy. Suppose if I want to store your class name. What is your class name? See, I want to write this roll number, section name. See, I will write 19HU1A0501 belongs to second BTech CSE A section. Sorry, I'm roughly taking those, my dear friends. Similarly, if you take 19HU1A0502 belongs to second BTech CSE A section. See, this is called redundancy, my dear friends. These two are same. But the same is being stored at two times. This is called redundancy. This is called repetition. Storing the same value more than once. Storing the same value more than once is called redundancy. No redundancy ante save cheyakapothe, that is called no redundancy. But in real life, no redundancy cannot be achieved. cannot be achieved. Only we can minimize redundancy. Minimize redundancy. We can only minimize the redundancy. We cannot completely eliminate or delete the redundancy. So let me just check again. Unique. What do you mean by unique? A set of values without repetition is called unique. Example: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Similarly, not unique. 1, repetition. If there is some repetition, then that is not called unique. Even not only repetition, my dear friends, even sometimes a null value also. Okay, right. So this is called unique and not unique. Redundancy. Repetition is called redundancy. Storing the same value more than once is called redundancy. Storing the same value at more than one place is called redundancy. Example: roll number, section name. Roll number, section name. See here, roll number 1, roll number 2. We have to represent the section name. No, if you represent the section name, automatically there exists some redundancy. No redundancy in real life. No redundancy cannot be achieved. So only we can minimize the redundancy. Minimize చేయగలం కానీ no redundancy. దీనికి redundancy complete గా లేదు. Cannot be, no redundancy cannot be achieved. So ఇది కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ గా ఉంది. Like no redundancy is so complete elimination. Is not possible. This is how it is. Complete redundancy, elimination of redundancy is not possible. Only we can minimize the redundancy. This is very, very, very important, my dear friends. Uniqueness, redundancy, right? Now, ఎవరు అడిగినా సరే DBMS లో ఎవరు అడిగినా ఈ రెండు చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. యూనిక్ అంటే ఏమిటి, redundancy అంటే. These are the very, very important terminologies in DBMS. ఇవి లేకుండా you cannot, if you don't understand what is meant by unique and redundancy, you cannot learn DBMS in a good manner. Okay, I request you once again, if you have any doubts, you just unmute yourself, you just tell me what doubt you have, right? Please clarify if you have any doubts. Hope, right? Important keys in DBMS. So before going to the important keys, let us have a small discussion on unique and redundancy. Now, after the class is over, I will show you how to how to go into our local website, and how can we see our notes, our videos and all. I'll show you, right? Now let us talk about super keys. Keys in DBMS. There are 4 keys in DBMS, my dear friends. There are only 4 keys in DBMS. Number 1, primary key, candidate key, super key, and foreign key. There are only 4 keys. Let us have a discussion about these 4 keys. Now remember, what do you mean by a table? What is a table? What is a relation? A relation is a table. What is the relation name? For example, you take this as a relation. Student table is a relation. Student table is a a relation, my dear friends. Student table is a relation. In this, roll number is there, student name is there, section ID, father name, and Aadhaar number. These are all called attributes. These are called attributes. Now, this is a student is a relation. Now, what about super key? A super key is a set of one or more attributes, my dear friends. One or more attributes which can uniquely identify a row in a table. See, a super key is one. A super key is one or more attributes in a relation. Attributes in a relation which can identify a tuple uniquely. This is called super key. For example, here if you see here, roll number 503 ante idigo ee row okkate palukuttu. That is called super key. Kani super key, the set of all, there may be many super keys. For example, here you take roll number, student name, section ID, father name, and Aadhaar number. Mottam kalipi raste, this can be a super key. This is one super key. This is one super key, my dear friends. So first super key is roll number, comma, student name, section ID, comma, father name, comma, Aadhaar number. అన్నిటిని కలిపి ఒక సూపర్ కీ అంటాం. ఇంకా చాలా ఉన్నాయి. రోల్ నంబర్, కామా, స్టూడెంట్ నేమ్, కామా, సెక్షన్ ఐడి, కామా, ఫాదర్ నేమ్ can be a super key. All combinations of these attributes can form you a super key. అన్ని అట్రిబ్యూట్స్ కలిపి ఒక సూపర్ కీ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. Because అన్ని కలిపి ఒక, but see, alone student name, my dear friends, I'm talking about student name only. If you talk about student name cannot be a super key. Enduku? Why? Can anyone tell me why student name cannot be a super key? Endukani cheptara evaranna? Hello, 502, 504, anybody? 554 cheppamma, 554 cheppamma. Right, enduku ante, see here, name antantote there are names XYZ ante ఎన్ని రోజు పలుకుతాయి? ఇదిగో 1 పేరు XYZ, 6 పేరు XYZ. అంటే ఏంటి దాని అర్థం? The student name attribute, student name cannot identify unique row, unique tuple, or a tuple uniquely. అంటే స్టూడెంట్ నేమ్ XYZ రా అంటే XYZ ఇద్దరున్నారు, ఏ XYZ అని అడగాలి. See, 1 XYZ or 6 XYZ. So in that case, we cannot call student name as super key. But if you add roll number, comma, super key, that comma, student name, that can be a super key. See, similarly, section ID, if you take section ID 1 అని పెట్టామనుకో, ఏమొస్తుంది? ఇక్కడ చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు ఒకటో సెక్షన్ లో. 2 అంటే రెండో సెక్షన్ లో చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. See, similarly, so you cannot have, so what are all the possibilities? to identify a row uniquely is called super key. This is all super keys. Set of all super keys. See, Aadhaar number can also be a super key. Roll number can also be a super key. See, write down. Roll number is a super key. Aadhaar number is a super key. But remember, but there is a but here. For some students, if Aadhaar number is not known, if Aadhaar number is not known, see, is not known, in that case, we have to leave it as empty. We have to leave it as future entry. In that case, it cannot be a super key. In that case, it cannot be a super key. Hope you understand, my dear friends. Right. What do you mean by? But roll number untene ikkada ekkistam. Lekapothe without roll number, no student will be admitted. As simple as this. Similarly, so father name also cannot be a super key, because if I say 4y4, no, 2 records are coming out. So this is called super key. Super key anta. This is called super key. Let us now talk about what are called candidate key and primary key and foreign key. Before going to that, let me just no, okay, I'll quickly candidate key. Candidate key. See, a candidate key is a minimal super key with no redundant attributes. A candidate key is a minimal super key with no redundant attributes. No redundant attributes. Ante attributes ni repeat cheyakunda, minimum undali. Minimum. That is called a candidate key. Candidate key antaru. See, very important terminology, but almost all are equivalent. And primary key is a minimal set of attributes. Minimal set of attribute in a table that uniquely identifies tuples in that table. A primary key is also a candidate key. A primary key is also a super key, my dear friends. A primary key is also a super key. It identifies tuples uniquely. See here, primary key. See, but దీనికి ఏంటంటే ఒక ఎక్స్ట్రా ఏంటంటే it is a super key, but it doesn't, it is null values are not allowed. Null values are not allowed. Candidate key అలా కాదండి, 2-3 కలిపి candidate keys అంటారు, but null values might be there in a candidate key. But see, super key is a set of attributes which identify each tuple uniquely is called super key. Candidate key, the minimal the candidate keys, chala super keys unnai kadandi ikkada. Roll number, student name, section ID, father name, Aadhaar number, anni attributes ni kalipi oka super key annam anachu kada, because they identify the row uniquely andukana annam. But minimal set of minimal ante oka roll number ne తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో, that is the minimum set. So this can be called as a candidate key, or else comma student name can also be called a candidate key. But minimal set of attributes, a key formed with a super key, ఇంకొకటి చెప్పాలంటే a super key formed with minimal set of attributes is called a candidate key. A candidate key without null values is called a primary key. It can also be defined as a candidate key without null values are called as primary key. Primary key. This is, see, very important. Primary key. Primary key. And so this is called primary key. Okay. Hope everyone is fine. No, you should. Normally, if you are in the classroom, I could have done this. Call cheppichinattuga mee cheta primary key anni prati okkal cheta cheppinchalu, because that important. The primary key, candidate key, super key is. Foreign keys are the columns of a table that points to the candidate key of another table. Oka table nunchi inko table ki point out chesedi. For example, if you take these two section ID 1 2019 CSE ఏ కోర్స్ ఇల్లది 1 అంటే ఏంటి బీటెక్ సిఎస్సి. సి అట్లా కాకుండా ఇక్కడ బీటెక్ సిఎస్సి అని ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసాం అనుకో, there is a repetition redundancy ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది, అందుకని ఈ విధంగా పెట్టడం జరిగింది. సో దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ repetition, and this course ID is called foreign key. This course ID is called foreign key. ఒక టేబుల్లో నుంచి ఇంకొక టేబుల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి క్యాండిడేట్ కీని కనుక పాయింట్అవుట్ చేస్తా ఉంటే such keys are called foreign keys. You are in one table. Suppose if you point to another table, ఇంకొక టేబుల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి క్యాండిడేట్ కీ మీద కనుక పాయింట్అవుట్ చేస్తా ఉంటే such key is called foreign key. There are 4 keys, my dear friends: super key, candidate key, primary key, and foreign key. Hope you understood. Let me just see. Okay. Let me just have it is the first key which is used to identify one and only one instance of entity uniquely. An entity can contain multiple keys as Ever Babu 545. Ma, video on indamma. Hello, Mr. 545. Thank you. Right. It is the first key which is used to identify one and only one instance of the entity uniquely. An entity can contain multiple keys, as we saw in the percent. Right. The key which is most suitable from the list become a primary key. For example, employee ID is called primary key. Student roll number is called primary key. This is called primary key. This is called primary key. Roll number is called primary key. In the employee table, ID can be a primary since it is unique for each employee, and without employee ID, no employee will join. So అందుకని కంపల్సరీగా దాంట్లో నల్ వాల్యూ ఉండదు, గ్యారంటీగా ఇట్ ఈస్ ప్రతి ఒక్కడికి ఎంప్లాయీ కోడ్ ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ప్రైమరీ కీ. ప్రైమరీ కీ దో చూడండి, ఇక్కడ పాస్పోర్ట్ నంబర్ ఉంది, లైసెన్స్ నంబర్ ఉంది, ఎస్ఎస్ఎన్ చాలా ఉంటాయి, బట్ అవి కూడా యూనికే. కానీ ఇక్కడ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే అవి వైల్ జాయినింగ్ వాళ్ళకి పాస్పోర్ట్ ఉండొచ్చు, ఉండకపోవచ్చు, లైసెన్స్ నెంబర్ ఉండొచ్చు, ఉండకపోవచ్చు. నల్ we don't have any guarantee that they have compulsory passport ఉంటుందని గ్యారంటీ లేదు. In that case we call it as no prime. Even if you take email ID is unique, email ID is unique, so this is called a primary key. Next, candidate key. A candidate key is an attribute or set of attributes which can uniquely identify a tuple. ఒక tuple ని యూనిక్ గా ఐడెంటిఫై చేసే ఒక అట్రిబ్యూట్ కానీ సెట్ ఆఫ్ అట్రిబ్యూట్స్ కానీ కలిపి క్యాండిడేట్ కీ అంటారు. యా, మనం ఫస్ట్ చెప్పుకున్నాం సూపర్ కీస్, క్యాండిడేట్ కీస్, దెన్ ప్రైమరీ కీ. దిస్ ఇస్ ప్రైమరీ కీ ఈస్ ఎ సబ్సెట్ ఆఫ్ క్యాండిడేట్ కీ. ప్రైమరీ కీ ఈస్ ఏ the remaining attributes except for primary key are considered as a candidate key. See, the remaining attributes except for primary key are considered as a candidate key. The candidate key are strong as the primary key. But remember, a primary key is a candidate key with no null values. With no null values. Adigo. See, itla kuda manu chesukochu. Passport number, license number, SSN. దీని అర్థం ఏంటి? ఏదో ఒకటి అట్లీస్ట్ ఒకటన్నా వాల్యూ ఉండాలి. మిగిలిన నల్ ఉండొచ్చు అండి, మిగిలిన వాటిల్లో నల్ ఉండొచ్చు. ప్రైమరీ కీలో నల్ వాల్యూ ఉండదు. వీటిల్లో ఏదన్నా ఒకటి తర్వాత అయినా ఎంటర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్పచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ candidate key. Hope you understood, right? Hope you understood. Right. Then super key is the combination of many things. Okay, easily. What do you mean by foreign key? Oka department, see, employee department ID ఇక్కడ రాస్తాం. ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో ఏమేమి డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ నేమ్స్ అన్ని ఇక్కడ రాస్తాం. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్. And this department ID of the table employee is called foreign key. The department ID of employee is called foreign key. I don't know. Okay, right? Now let us just discuss. Let us now again, right? So we have discussed primary key, redundancy, uniqueness, candidate key, super key, and foreign key. So you can clearly see here. See, even if you take course table, see, we can combine these two only. But if you combine these two, instead of this, you have to write, see, BTech CSE. So ఈ విధంగా సో ఈ విధంగా పేర్లైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు. కానీ పేర్లు రాస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే ప్రాబ్లం, మనకున్నది 4 సెక్షన్లే, మనకున్నది 4 కోర్సులే మనకున్నది. కానీ 4 కోర్సెస్కి ఎన్నిసార్లు రాయాల్సి వచ్చింది? ఇక్కడ చాలా సార్లు రాయాల్సి వచ్చింది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 2019 CSCA, 2018 CSE ఉంటుంది, 2017 CSE is also there, 2020 CSE is there. So we'll be having more than 8 or 9 or 10 sections. So under one BTech CSE, suppose if you have 3 sections under BTech CSE, then you'll be having 3, 4, 12 sections. So 12 times you have to repeat this. And even the course completed student also will have the same section. So repetition would be there. So instead of, to reduce the repetition, to reduce this, we use numbers. Ela ఇది CSE కాబట్టి 1, this is EC కాబట్టి 2, this is also EC కాబట్టి 2, mechanical 3, and civil 4. This is how it is used. In the same way, you can also have a student table here. Section ID is also mentioned. Section ID, once the section ID is mentioned here, so we can clearly see what section number 501 belongs to, what section 502 belongs to, something like that. This is about the total keys and their importance in DBMS. Hope you understood, right? If you have any doubts, my dear friends, nenu cheptunnade only in the absence of our HOD